because they are now back in this. Pangasinan trimming that double-digit lead held by Camsur. Whoa, beautiful feed! Unable to finish though. Too strong there. And Pangasinan able to make that adjustment in the second half. On your screens right now, Deputy Head Coach Sonny De Jesus. Good adjustment from him, giving that man-to-man press right now here in the fourth quarter. Changing things up are the Asinderos, forcing Camsur to make the adjustments. Verman magpantay. And he is the marksman for Camsur. Still a good lead though. Monsalve also, one of the magic bunots for the Express. 10 on the clock for Camsur. Lim to magpantay. Mid-range jumper. Rebounded there. Good feed on the inside. Good stop for Pangasinan, and they will inbound the ball. It is a 6-point ball game. What a match. Brian Rosalin to inbound. He's got himself on the board. That's always been the main focus of NBL Pilipinas. To be able to give all our Filipino hoopers a chance to showcase their potential. And thank you so much, Miss Mary Rose Montreal, the president of NBL, for supporting all of our games as we continue our season. Magpantay, unable to get that one. And Pangasinan within 4 points. This is still anyone's ball game. Third foul on Malyari. And Asuncion will check in. Rosalin and Untalan will check out. Well-deserved breather. Untalan now with 3 3-pointers, and Rosalin has been solid also for Pangasinan. They will take a rest for Coach Sonny De Jesus. And for Camsur also wanting to have some fresh legs. Kyle Domagtoy checking in. He and Habonete will be the two main bigs for Camsur in this fourth. What an adjustment from Pangasinan. Camsur still able to hold on to this 4-point lead though. Oh, good rebound! And the bench is loving it. Pio Quinto doing the dirty work. And we are back to within 2. Do not go anywhere, folks. This is why you love basketball. It is never over until it is over. Pangasinan able to fight back against the top team, Camsur. And Habonete forced a turnover there. The bench is loving it. Good defense. And you know, what I noticed, Pangasinan, they turned up the tempo. The defensive pressure is turned up a notch for the Asinderos. And they now tie the ball game. We are back to square one, 75 all. And Camsur for the Asinderos. He is locked in. And momentum now is with Pangasinan. For those of you just joining us, this is why you love basketball. Nico Aaron, your anchorman, all throughout the games. And Happy New Year to everybody watching on the NBL live stream platforms. This is our first game of our Friday doubleheader. Still here inside Hagonoy Gymnasium in Taguig City. And this was once a 15-point lead for Camsur. But Pangasinan finding life in that second half. Able to trim it and tie things up right now at 75 all. It has been the heart and the might of the Asinderos. What an impressive display. And this man at the line, Ariate, unable to make those 2 free throws though. Camsur looking to make some adjustments. They are still the number 1 team though of the season in Group A. Pangasinan just showing good fight. Camsur looking to stop the bleeding. .12 to work with on the clock. And that is how you do it. Put some icing there. Almario cooling things down for Camsur. What a way to break that run. And they regain the lead at a 2-point advantage. Still anyone's ball game here. Cash! Money! What a big shot for number 13, Rodel Renon. And now the lead is with Pangasinan, their very first in the ball game. Wow! What a turnaround for the Asinderos. The bench is loving it. Let's take a look at that one. Hand down, man down. Cash, money, Pangasinan is cooking. They now have the lead over Camsur. Dipsy-doo! Back-to-back points. Fabia now says, allow me to join the party. It is now Pangasinan dictating the pace here in the 4th. Camsur now the number 1 team with their backs against the wall. How will they respond? Oh, strong move. Ariate says, let me put the brakes on that. What a ball game. Good stop from Camsur. Almario wants to run. Kicks it out. 14 big points compared to 7. That is Pangasinan's advantage over Camsur. But that is a big shot for Camsur. And when you ask how will the number 1 seed respond, well, that's how you do it. Camsur with a quick answer, regaining the lead. No problem for them. And good defense as well for Borbe. What a game. Back and forth we go. Ariate with the quick answer. And then it was this 3-pointer by Camsur's number 8. Kyle Philip Dumagtoy, the other big man, showing his stuff from 3. Ariate, goodbye! And Camsur allow us to reintroduce ourselves. They say this is why they are the number 1 seed. They give up a lead, but they say we'll get that back, courtesy of Ariate. Gaining that 4-point advantage, 5 points rather. Timeout. More action when we return. Keeping the Camsur Express back in this one. They gave up the lead, but Ariate giving them that one back. They now have a 5-point advantage once again over Pangasinan. An 8-0 run for the Camsur Express. When people thought how the number 1 ranked team would respond, they do it like they supposed to. 8-0 run for Camsur here in the 4th quarter. Ooh! Big call there, and Untalan is called for that offensive foul. Sharp eyes from our referee. Let's take a look at that one. He wanted to draw the foul. Oh, and sharp eyes from our referees there. Usually, some more veteran players, they get away with that kind of move. But Untalan unable to draw the foul there. Ball will go back to Camsur, and they regain the lead here. Good afternoon to everyone, or good evening rather, to everyone watching. My name is Nico Aaron, and I am more than thrilled to bring you this stellar of a game we have here as we continue our NBL President's Cup 2026, Pangasinan and Camsur, our first of today's doubleheader for the Asinderos. They kick it out to Orbe. Midline jumper, no good. And good set of stops for the Camsur Express. So Pangasinan making that adjustment in the third quarter. They went on that full court man-to-man. But Camsur, with plays like this from Malapre, regaining the lead and being able to adjust to Pangasinan's full court man-to-man. Camsur, they go back to their DHO weave offense. Too strong on that one. 3 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Pangasinan trying to respond. They had the lead. Briefly though, they had a good 2-point or 3-point lead rather here in the fourth. They want to get that back. Foul on the floor. And we have a substitution. Coach Sonny De Jesus putting back Asuncion. Untalan will take a breather. 6 on the clock. Baseline inbound for Pangasinan. Off the mark there. Good stop for Camsur. 2 minutes here in the fourth period. A lot of basketball remaining here. So to everyone watching on our live streams, do not go anywhere. This is still anyone's ball game. Can Pangasinan fight back, or will Camsur close this one out and get their 6th win of the season as we continue our action here in the NBL President's Cup? This is our first game, Pangasinan and Camsur, and this is how you start it. What a game so far from both squads. At the line, it will be the big man for Camsur, John Habonete. He has been solid for the Camsur Express so far. 2 threes for him in this ball game. And the big man also doing the dirty work. Now he makes that free throw, looking to put the icing on the cake for the Camsur Express. Pangasinan already in the penalty, so they have to be careful. Camsur taking advantage of that. 1 of 2 though, but good rebound. And it's those kinds of second chance buckets and second chance points. Vincent Malapre doing the hustle for Camsur. Good stop for Pangasinan. They could still rally back in this one. Good possession there. Aldrin Ligon gets himself back on the board. Pangasinan still in this one. 2 minutes is a lot of time. Still a 6-point ball game. As we approach the deep waters, Asuncion on the run. Good feed. Unable to hit though. And Ariate says, let's take a breather. No need to rush. They hold on to a 6-point advantage. Ariate to Habonete. Oh, crucial foul. Pangasinan already in the penalty. Fabia is called with a foul on that one. 6-point ball game. So just to give a quick update, Pangasinan is currently in the middle of the pack here in Group A. If they do lose this ball game, they will go to 2-5. And if Camsur does close this one out, they will get their 6th victory. They will still stay at the number 1 seed at 6-1 as we continue our NBL President's Cup. So a very pivotal game for both of these squads. Habonete unable to convert. Ooh, costly turnover by Asuncion. Oh, sidestep! Put that on your highlight reel. And the lead is back to within 9 for the Camsur Express. Ariate, a big 4th quarter for him. Pulling back Camsur in this one. Timeout on the floor. More action when we return. Good looking fans here enjoying the action. Of course, as we continue our NBL President's Cup 2026. It is the continuation of our season. And Pangasinan and Camsur going at it to open things up this 2026. And what a game it has been. And what a game also for this man, John Habonete. 12 points, 15 rebounds, and 2 assists for the big man. Really showcasing the stretch 5 ability for him. He's been able to keep Camsur afloat as the number 1 ranked seed. Looking good to start. Of course, Pangasinan showing that fight though in the 3rd quarter. But Camsur able to cool off the momentum. Pangasinan in the penalty. And Camsur showing their poise here in quarter number 4. I am Nico Aaron, once again your anchorman for today's doubleheader this Friday. And what a season they have had, and they want to continue that. So starting strong, continuing that momentum coming off that win. We have an official review from our referees.
It was a normal foul on Caldo Magtoy. Camsur has a line of defense.
Second foul on Magtoy. First team foul of Camsur Express under the last 2 minutes.
Take a look what happened there. And foul on the floor was called. Oh, a little extra motion there from Camsur's number 8. Kyle Dumagtoy. That's why the foul was called. Ball will go back to Pangasinan. They need to convert here. Good stop for Camsur. And Brian Rosalin on your screens right now. De Jesus looks to use more of him moving forward in this tournament. And Brian Rosalin, his journey will continue, looking to help his team bounce back from this one. Of course, hoping that CJ Perez is watching this. Also, Pangasinan native. And for Camsur, they will stay on top, as it looks like they will regain or gain their 6th win of this tournament. Their lead is back to double digits. Untalan unable to make that 3. And the coaching staff and the crowd of Camsur just loving it. They were pushed by Pangasinan in that 4th quarter especially. Camsur had their backs against the wall. But in the end, the number 1 ranked Express showing us how they respond. It is their composure and their poise pulling away here, regaining that lead, and they will go up to 6-1. They stay on top of Group A, while Pangasinan, they'll stay in the middle of the pack. 92-82 is our score as we wrap up our first game of 2026 in the continuation of our NBL President's Cup. The number 1 ranked Camsur Express. 92-82. Camsur stays on top.